or evening or good night or whatever it is. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I want to thank everyone who subscribed. We're on our way to 100. I'm actually on 99. I told y'all I'm doing a giveaway when I reach 100. My first 100. Because there's many more to come. But when I reach that 100, I'll be doing a giveaway to one of my subscribers. Just waiting on one more. So if you're watching and you have not subscribed, I need you to subscribe. And don't forget to like, comment, and share the video or the videos. Okay? Okay. Today, y'all, we have some Popeyes. We're going to be eating Popeyes and we're going to be chatting. You know, we chat while we eat. See? Got some red beans, some chicken, fried chicken. Can't forget the biscuit, y'all. I feel so ashamed. Am I the only one, like, just a year ago who just realized that Popeyes gave you jelly with your biscuits, that they sell jelly too? I know I'm not the only one. Okay, but anyways, today, y'all, we're going to be talking about depression. How do you overcome depression? What are the symptoms of depression? I'm not a doctor or psychologist, or a therapist or anything like that. I only talk from my experience and how I overcame depression. This is all my opinions and things that have worked for me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you, but maybe if you try it, it might work for you. It's pretty much just kind of like, let's educate each other, you know, because these are certain things that we don't, you know, people don't talk about. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, let's talk about what is depression. What is your definition of depression? I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. Depression is long periods of sadness. Pretty much that's what it is. Pretty much long periods of sadness, that's what depression is. It can come, it could go, it could last for weeks, months, years. It all depends on you. That's what depression is. What are symptoms of depression? Losing interest in things that you once loved, sleeping too much, not sleeping at all, eating too much, not eating at all. You don't want to be bothered with anybody. You don't want anybody to come over. Things like that. If you notice a drastic change in yourself that you don't recognize anymore, pretty much you're probably depressed. You're going to know when you're depressed. The thing is to recognize it. To recognize it and then thinking, okay, what am I going to do about it? You can't let depression get the best of you, and you can't let it linger on for too much. Because if you let it linger on for too much, it's going to become worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then the symptoms are going to get worse. Then you're going to go into anxiety. Then you're going to go into panic. That's why it's time we stop it at depression. Me, I went through some pretty bad times with depression. It was one time where I stopped eating. And that's hard for me because I like to eat, so you had to know I was really depressed to not be eating. And then there was a time where I was really depressed and I was overeating to where I got to where I was almost 300 pounds. Where you wouldn't even recognize me. But the thing is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let depression get you down? Then we got to understand that living with depression and being a depressed person is not going to be easy. Life is not going to be easy. Understand, if you are someone that's called and you're on a mission and you're trying to do something with yourself in life, period, you're trying to be this positive person and change how you thinking and do everything positive around you, I'm sorry to tell you, but trials and tribulations are going to come your way. the best thing you can do is to boss up, pick your head up, and keep it moving. You're going to have times where you're going to have to cry. You're going to have some sleepless nights. Nothing is wrong with that. Understand that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Some of our strongest friends cry and go through things that we may never know because they feel they have to be so strong. And if you feel that you're that strong friend, I have another video where we talked about being a strong friend. And I have another video also where I talked about anxiety, how to cope with anxiety, how to get through anxiety. Understand it's okay not to be okay sometimes. We are all human. Just like you want the good things in life, you got to take the punches of life also. You got to take the good with the bad. That's just what it is. Understand there's a better way. Now, when I was depressed, I had this thing where I didn't want to go talk to nobody. I didn't want to be on medicine. I didn't want to be medicated. Because I was scared of what people were going to say about me. But it came to the point where my depression had just overtook my life. So therefore, I had to do something. I had to do something. So guess what? If I got to suck it up, if you have to suck it up, go get medicated, go see a therapist, go see a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever it is that you have to do to get your life back on track, well, you do that. You have to do what's best for you. We've talked about the problem. Okay, let's talk about some solutions. I'm going to tell you how I overcame depression. How I kicked depression's you know what. And understand, just because you get over it at one point in time, that don't necessarily mean that it's not going to come back, that it's not going to resurface. But you get yourself the better tools that you're going to need to fight it this time. Number one, what do you do? Who do you go to in any situation when you're having a rough time? You talk to God, you pray. Pray yourself out of this thing. Pray yourself out of this thing. You talk to God and tell him to take that away from you. You talk to that situation and you tell it that it has to go. God gave you the power and authority. God is the Almighty, but God gave us authority over ourselves and power over ourselves to tell certain situations that it has to go, that it can't dwell there. You have to take authority of your life and over the situation. Tell it has to go. Pray. Fast. I know I say it all the time, but I'm just telling you, if it wasn't for prayer and fasting and God, I would not be here today. I had given up on life. I had given up on myself. I had almost let depression win, but I had to take back my authority. I had to adjust my crown. I had to pick my head up. I began to talk to God and tell God that I didn't want it. I begin to talk to that thing and tell him and act as if it's not even there. I don't care how sad you feel that day. I don't care how you feeling that day. You get up, you get dressed, you go find something fun to do. You get into one of your hobbies that you once was doing. I don't care if you're not interested. You do it until you get interested again. Go back to what you love, what you once loved before depression came. Don't let depression isolate you either. Don't let depression isolate you. You see, that's what it want to do. An idle mind is the devil's playground. You see, when you're by yourself, and you're sad, and you're going through depression, I want you to be by yourself. I want you to think that no one cares about you and what you're going through. But it's a lie. Get you a prayer friend. Get you someone that you can really, 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 truly trust. Don't be ashamed of what you're going through. Tell your friends what you're going through. Tell them. Tell them that it's because if they really care about you, they're not going to judge you. If you have friends and you're scared to tell them certain things because they might judge you, or you scared of how they gonna feel or how they gonna react or anything like that, that's not your real friends. You need to reevaluate your friends. You need to find out, why are you depressed? What do you need to heal from? Obviously, something's making you depressed. You need to find out what that is. Find out what that is so you can heal. You'll never go forward. You never go forward unless you really heal from it. And guess what? It might cause some more pain. It might cause some more torment, but you got to get through it. Healing is never easy. You know, like after you have surgery, if they find a tumor, or if they find cancer, or they find something in your body, when you have surgery, after the surgery, you might be in some pain. But once you heal, once your body shake back, once you heal, guess what? You're going to be back to who you once were. So guess what? It ain't nothing but a mental surgery that your body is going through, that you're going through. A spiritual surgery also. So once you get through this thing, once you push through this thing, you're going to see the blessing on the other side. So, and besides all that, there are physical things and other things that you can do to get yourself out of depression. Exercise. Eat healthier. Exercise really helps with depression and anxiety and all these mental illnesses that we go through. It actually helps. Eat healthier. What you put in your body, that's what you are. And it shows a lot how you feel about yourself. So if you really want to help, if you really want to change, then change all of that. Another thing, speak life. If you feeling like you're in a dead situation, whatever it is, if it's at a job or anything else or whatever, you speak life into that. You are what you speak. Everything around you is going to be whatever you speak. It's a mind thing. I know it's easier said than done, you know, but we have to focus on that. Focus on the positive things. Begin to wake up and just say, God, I thank you. I thank you for the little things that I have. I can't change what's to come, but I could appreciate what's here. We need to learn to appreciate what's here and what's now. So many times we fall in depression and all these mental illnesses and things because we're so worried about the future. We're so worried about things that we cannot even change at the moment. So since you can change these things, you need to learn to change yourself. Change yourself. Guess what? If you're in a marriage and you're not happy, either talk to your partner, tell them, hey, either we're going to work it out or I'm going to go. You can't keep jeopardizing your happiness for other people. If you're at a dead-end job and it's not going anywhere and you really want to start a business for yourself or it's something that you really want to do, you need to go. You need to go and do that. Life is short. You may never have some of those opportunities ever again in life, but still you stayed there and you wasted them. Know your worth. Know your worth in every situation, in everything that you do. Know your worth. A lot of us fall into traps because we don't know our worth. We're too busy worrying about appreciating other people when we don't even appreciate ourselves. Love on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. If you know that you're doing the best that you can, that's all you need. You take that little bit of hope and you run with it. What everybody else thinks of you does not matter. You need to learn to love yourself, because guess what? When you're sure of yourself and when you're sure of what you're doing and how you're doing it, no one can move you. You're there to stay. Learn to appreciate yourself and love on yourself and be nice to yourself. I know you're saying, what the hell you mean be nice? Be nice to yourself. Some of us have the habit of when people compliment us, we say something negative about ourselves or negative about our work. You don't have to do that to be a humble person. Be nice to yourself and say, oh girl, you know, your hair look nice. I like the way your hair. Yeah, girl, you know, but I got a big forehead. That's why I put it like, stop doing that. Be nice to yourself. Hurt people hurt people. Even you in the midst of healing and going through this and going through that, you're hurting your own self. some of us are our worst enemies, just in our minds. Our minds tell us one thing, and that's what it is, and that's what it's going to be. No, that's not how it works. The time is now. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Get up. You speak to that situation and tell it has to go. You have to act as if it's not even there, y'all. I know I use, a lot of lotions and things like that, but I've been trying, aromatherapy and things like that, different things to help me with anxiety, or when I'm feeling anxious, or when I feel that depression coming on. This is real good. Can you see it? It's the aromatherapy, stress relief. If I feel like that's trying to come on me, and that anxiety is trying to come on, or that depression is trying to come on me, like I told y'all, I take a nice hot bath, and guess what? I put this on. And what do? You do those breathing exercises. I know it sounds crazy and, whatever, but I need you to try it. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Put that on. Put you some calming music on. Get away from everybody. Learn to spend time with yourself. Learn how to be alone. Learn how to enjoy your own company. Because you see, if you don't learn how to enjoy your own company, you're going to always need people around. Nothing is wrong with needing people around. But you need to learn how to stand on all 10 by yourself. Because you never know. What if something happened to your husband? What if something happened to your boyfriend? Where they have to go away for a few months or a few weeks or whatever. What if you need somebody in one specific day and everybody busy? What you gonna do? Have a nervous breakdown? No, you need to learn how to stand on your own and own that. Learn how to do that. I promise you, everything comes to make you stronger. Every trial, every tribulation comes to make you stronger. It doesn't come to break you. You will not be broken. Do you understand that? Do you understand how strong you are? Do you understand how much power you possess within you that God has given to you? God built us in his image. So guess what? If he is powerful, so are we. We might not be as powerful as him because there's nobody like him. But God also gave us the authority to speak over those situations and tell them to go and to change it. The time is now to change it. Tell that depression it has to go. Understand that learning your genetics and what's attached to your family is also important too. Because depression and all these mental illnesses, it can be passed down from one generation to the other. It's up to you. Are you going to break the chain, or are you going to let your children and your grandchildren change? That's why some of the older ones, they don't like us too much. We're going to do the things our mothers should have did. We're going to do the things our grandmothers should have did boldly. Not to say that they wouldn't have wanted to, but they didn't have the knowledge. No one explained it to them. That's why it's up to us to educate one another. This time, they have women suffering postpartum depression, killing babies, and killing themselves. No, ma'am. Check on your friends. Check on your strong friends. If you're going through something, let somebody know you are not alone. You are loved. God is with you. We are with you. Every woman. My last 2 pregnancies, I went through postpartum depression. The last one was the worst. But I'm here. I got through it. It was not always easy. But I learned to tell people, and I learned to tell my friends. I learned to tell my doctor. It's much easier that way where I don't have to keep secrets. Don't you know you are loved? God loves you. God loves you. I love you. Love yourself. Love yourself enough. I've seen so many videos and pictures, and I've looked at some of the tabloids where we have some of the funniest comedians, some of the funniest people have committed suicide. And it's like, well, they was laughing all the time. They was joking all the time. Why would they kill themselves? Don't you know that's how some people hide their pain? Stop thinking because people walking around with a smile all the time that they're not depressed. That does not mean that they're not depressed. That does not mean that they're not going through things. Everyone has a different outlet of how they go through things, how they handle things. There are some people who may lose a parent or lose someone close to them, and they go about their life, not go about their life, but they be like, you know what? It's just what it is. I done lost somebody else. I got to keep pushing. I got to keep trucking. But then we might have somebody else on the other hand to where they lose someone and it breaks them down and they feel like they can't go on with life and they slip into depression. Everyone is different. Stop thinking everybody is going to handle the situation the same way. Depression has many faces. If you have a friend that usually calls you and they didn't skip town on you and you're trying to figure out them, check on them. Don't pressure them. Just check on them, make sure they're okay. Because change behavior is the first thing that you're going to see from someone who's depressed or recognizing yourself. You'll be like, man, this not me. I don't usually do things like this. This is not me. Okay? What are you going to do about it? If you have that friend who disappeared and they venture off, you know, and they're not doing the same thing, stop by their house, drop them a card, or just even send them a text. Just be like, I love you, you got this, I miss you, let's hook up, invite them, say let's go somewhere. I thank God for the friends that I have. We respect each other's space, we respect each other's situation. When the other one is going through it, be like, I don't want to talk about it now, I respect it. We respect each other's space. But when we're ready to talk, we're ready to talk. But understand, just because they can't always get to your rescue when you want, that doesn't mean they don't care. When most of my friends are going through, or people around me are going through, I kind of don't answer the phone. I might check on you, I'm going to send you a text, but now I understand that it's spiritual warfare. It's time to go to war. I may not be calling and picking up that phone to talk to you when you want, but understand I'm going to war for you. Understand I'm praying for you, and I'm going to pray until you get through it. Because I can't be weak and you can't be weak. One of us got to carry each other when times is hard for the other. So we both can't have a pity party. We both can't talk about the problems every day. So that's when that comes into play. Excuse me. Understand that depression is real. Understand that it will not be like this always. Understand you do not have to give up. If you're thinking about hurting yourself or hurting someone else, hurting your children, call someone, reach out. Hell, if you feel like you don't have no one to call me. I'm here. And I'm not just speaking to someone, you're speaking to someone with a college degree. I'm speaking from someone who's been there through the worst and the worst of depression. But I made it. I'm here. If I didn't have the people around me that I have, I probably wouldn't be here. Because I had to talk to them. I had to know that I wasn't alone. You're not bothering people with your problems. Do you understand that? Do you understand that everything is going to be okay? That's what I want to leave you with. Everything is going to be okay. God loves you. I love you. Your family loves you. And if you feel you don't have anyone around you that loves you, love on yourself. If you have babies, love on your babies. Love on your babies. Don't let depression get you to the point where you feel like you want to hurt yourself or your babies. We're seeing that too much. We are here to protect and to love them. We are supposed to be protecting them. It's enough they have to go into the world and have to worry about getting kidnapped or the sex trafficking. And you tell me they have another problem where they have to worry about going home to where they don't know if their parents going to kill them because they're depressed? No, it's time for this to stop. It's time for this to stop. Go get help. Nothing is wrong with going to get help, y'all. Nothing is wrong. I just want to leave y'all with that. God loves you. I love you. Remember, everything is going to be okay. It may not seem like it right now, but I promise you, if you just keep pushing, if you just keep reaching, if you just keep going to the finish line, I promise you, everything will be okay. And I'm here. God is here. You're never alone. God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. If he promised it to you, y'all, he's going to give it to you abundantly. Overflow. If you listen to this, I pray there's an overflow in your life. I pray that God turns that situation around for you right now. You have to believe it though. Faith without work is dead. Get up. Start doing the work and God going to meet you halfway. I love y'all. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like button, comment, share. If you know somebody that's depressed, if you know somebody that's going through something, tell them watch the video. Tell them watch the video. It's okay, and it's not for a show. I'm just trying to let you know that I've been through it and that it's going to be okay. You're not alone. You're not crazy. We all go through depression. I'm just one of those people where I don't mind telling my story to help somebody else. So like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. If it's something else that you guys want to talk about or want me to talk about, or you want to put your opinions and just send me a private message. You can look me up on Facebook, Javisha Martin. I'm also at Graceful Creations. You can look up my Instagram. I also have a Graceful Creations and a Javisha Martin on Instagram and Facebook. So look me up if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to pray for you, if you need someone to be there for you. I'm here. Remember, God loves you, and stay grateful.